Hey guys, welcome to the Catway. So in this video, we are going to start with circular tracks. Okay. So the most basic questions which are asked on circular tracks are the first one is meet at the first the after how much time they will meet for the first time. Okay. So meet first time after they start running. Whereas the second type of question asked is meet at start. Okay. Meet at start. After how much time is it going to be there? Okay. See, before getting into this, it can be asked for two people and for three people. It can be asked for opposite direction and for same direction. Okay, so these are other cases. For all these cases, we have shortcuts, we have formulas. Okay, but before getting to that, I believe we should get to know some of the basic things about opposite and same. So let us start with that. So whenever there are two racers who are running in the opposite direction, see what is going to happen. The few things. This is a circle on which they are going to run. This is the start point. One starts running from here, the other one starts running from here. Okay. Now what is going to happen is, see, the relative speed. Okay, relative speed is going to be the sum of the speeds of both the runners. The reason behind that, I have already told you, when they are running in the opposite direction, the relative speed will be the sum of the speeds. Okay. The second thing is going to be every time they meet. Okay, every time they meet, they cover the whole path. Okay. Now what does this mean? This means that, let's say, if the first time they met at a distance of 1/4 from, see, this one is A, this one is B. Let's name them so it will be easy for us. Now from B's start point, see, started to both at the same point. From there, B covered only 1/4 of the track, whereas C covered 3/4 of the track, and this is the point where they are meeting for the first time. After that, see, now because both are here together, so this can also be considered as the start point for the next case. Okay. So now what is going to happen if they start from here? Again, A will cover 3/4 of the distance. That will A will cover this part. A will come over here, whereas B will cover only 1/4 as he covered in the first case. So if they meet first time here, the second time they're going to meet here, the third time they're going to meet here, fourth time again here, fifth, and so on. Similarly, if first time they meet, if start from here, first time they meet, let's change the color so that you can understand it easily. Okay, if they start from here, then if they meet for the first time, let's say here, then the second time they will meet over here, that is 1 by this will be 1 by 8, this will be again 1 by 8. So third time they will meet here, fourth time they'll meet here, fifth here, sixth here, seventh here, and then eighth here. So this goes on, okay, every time, because they are going to cover a whole path each and every time they meet, whenever they are traveling in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, now let's move towards the same case, the case in which they are running in the same direction. Same direction. Okay. Now in this case, what is going to happen? See, this is a circle which they have to complete. They start from here. Okay. Now the first thing, that is relative speed. Relative speed is equal to the difference between their speeds. Okay. So the relative speed is going to be the difference between the speeds. Now the second thing is that, see, whenever, because they are starting in the same direction. Okay. Whenever they are starting in the same direction, A and B, I'll write it and show you. From one meet point to next meet point, the faster person will cover one more complete round. Okay, one more complete round. Now what does this mean is what you have to understand. Okay, now let's say for the first time they met over here. Okay, they met here. The second time, let's say they meet over here. Okay, at this point, because again that case is also going to follow here also, because if they meet at 1/4 distance, next time they'll meet at a half a distance, because when they meet over here, after that they are again going to that's the starting point, so from there the distance will be same. Okay, so this is one thing. Acha. Now what happens is, see, let's say the B is the slower one. So B came from here to here. Okay. B came from here to here. In that time, what A will do is, A will come from here to, uh, okay, let's continue with this only. So A will come from here to here, and then again he will come over here. Okay. Because he is the faster one. So As you can see, this is the distance that they covered. Okay, this is the distance that they both have covered. Okay, and this is the distance which A has covered, that is a whole complete path A has covered alone. So this is what it means, that from one meet point to next meet point, the faster person will cover one more complete round. So this is what it means. Okay, now we can move towards the formula part. So let note, you can note down the formulas. Okay, so when two runners are running, okay, the first case we are going to talk about when two runners are running. Okay, so in this case, see, and we will consider that the speed of A is greater than B and the two runners are A and B. Okay, so let us make the table when in same direction, okay, and when in opposite direction. Okay, so here we are going to talk about first meet, and here we are going to talk about start. Okay, that is meet at start. Okay, so I'll directly write the formulas here. Okay, when the two people are running in the same direction, then the time taken for the first meet is going to be the length of the track divided by difference of the speed, that is the relative speed. Whereas in case of opposite, it will be length of the track divided by A plus B, that is the sum of the speeds. Okay, when they are traveling in the same direction and we are talking about meet at the start, then what we are going to do is LCM of L by A and L by B. Okay, L is the length of the track. Let me write it here. L is equal to length of the track. Okay, so L is the length of the track here. Same case will be applied over here. That is it will be LCM of L by A and L by B. So this will give you, actually the time will be given to you, and according to that you have to answer whatever has been asked in the question. So this is the first formula, that is when two runners are running for that case. Okay. Now let's move towards the second case where three runners are running. When three runners are running. Okay. So let's talk about this case. Again, same cases will be there. Okay. First meet and meet at start. Okay. So for the first meet, let's say there are three people who are running. There are A, B, and C, where A is greater than C and B is greater than C. So what is going to happen is, for the first meet ever, the answer will be that the time taken will be LCM of L divided by A minus B, because they are running in when they are running in the in the same direction, that is in the same direction when they are running, then only then this formula is going to be applicable, that is A minus B, that is it will be LCM of length of the track divided by A minus B, whereas the length of the track divided by B minus C. Okay, and LCM of both of these. Okay, for the first meet. Now for the meet at the start, what we are going to do is LCM of L by A, L by B, L by C. Okay. Now generally the questions asked are for the case where they are running in the same direction. Whenever there are three runners, the question is 99% of the times is on that when they are running in the same direction. Only once I have come across a question that it was asked that if two runners are running in the same direction, whereas the third runner is running in the opposite direction, then what would be the case? See, for that case, meet at the start would be the same, because there isn't going to be any changes in the formula for meet at the start. For the first meet, the change which is going to come is that it will be LCM of, let's say C is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, so LCM of A minus B, because they are to running in the same direction, and LCM of A or B plus C. Okay, is what we are going to do. Whatever you want to take, A or B, doesn't really matter. You can take any one of them. Just there will be addition sign because C is running in the opposite direction with respect to both of them. So this is the third case for opposite direction. Okay, when one is in opposite direction, generally it is not asked, but it's better to know. Okay, so with this, our theory portion from TSD is complete. So let us move towards the questions and solve few questions on circular tracks. Thanks for watching the video.